why my grandma would make a Facebook post saying she's at home. You guys show up and she's not there.
The investigation would eventually circle back to the grandmother's own home, where something horrifying had been hidden in plain sight for months.
Oh, yeah?
In a 70-gallon tub.
Welcome to Female Criminals. I'm Elizabeth Milner. Roseville, Michigan. That's where we meet this week's female criminal, Carol Marie Ray. Carol was born in January of 1969. We don't know much about her life growing up. In her adult years, we've learned she married not once or twice, but 4 times. And she had...
For 2 months, a family kept asking the same question. Where is Grandma? No one had an answer that made sense. Every time they pushed, they got a different excuse. She's sick. She's staying with her sister.
Hey, come on. Hi, how's it going?
Everything
good?
You know?
Are you Patricia?
No, I'm her daughter, Carol.
Oh, you are? Is Patricia here?
No, she's not here right now. She's with her sister.
Who's her sister?
Carol.
Carol? Where does she stay?
She has her own house on Crystal, used to be their mother's house. We've got pneumonia here, and my mom has COPD.
Okay.
And she didn't want to catch the pneumonia, so she's been staying over there till we're all...
Where's that at?
I don't know exactly. It's in Warren.
Oh, it's in Warren, though?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's not here at all? Does she not drive? She just leaves her car here?
Yeah, she doesn't drive very much because she has dizzy spells.
But here's what should have set off alarms from the very beginning. Her phone, she's resting. Something always came up to explain why nobody could just talk to her. Never stopped working. Messages kept coming in. Messages kept going out. Someone was on the other end of that phone every single day. The only problem? No one could actually find the woman who supposedly owned it. And when police finally traced this case back to where it started, what they found wasn't hiding in some remote location. It was sitting inside a plastic storage container in her own garage the whole time. This is the story of Patricia Bennett and the daughter who tried to convince an entire family, and eventually the police, that a dead woman was still texting them back. Patricia lived in a quiet residential pocket of Michigan, the kind of neighborhood where everyone knows whose car belongs in which driveway. She was in her 70s. To her grandchildren, she wasn't just a grandmother. She practically raised some of them. She was the person they called when their own parents were too busy or too broke or too unreliable. She was steady. She showed up, so when Patricia went quiet, her grandkids didn't just shrug it off. Weeks passed without hearing her actual voice. Not a phone call, not a video chat, nothing but text messages that started to feel a little off, a little stiff, like someone typing the way they thought a grandmother would type.
No, you're fine.
Officers follow up with Carol's children the next day. They tell a completely different story. They say they haven't heard from their grandma in months.
Seen her or heard her actual voice.
Living in the house with Patricia was her daughter. We'll call her the daughter, because for a long stretch of this investigation, that's exactly the role she was hiding behind. She told the grandkids their grandmother was staying with her sister. She said Patricia had health problems, dizzy spells, COPD. She said Patricia just didn't like driving anymore, which was why her car was still parked outside a house she supposedly wasn't living in. Family members eventually got worried enough to call for a welfare check. That's when the first claim showed up. Officers knocked. The daughter answered and said her mother was staying at her sister's house across town while the family recovered from pneumonia. She gave a name, an address in a different city, and a reason. Simple enough on paper. But the moment police tried to confirm any part of it, it started falling apart. The sister said she hadn't spoken to Patricia in years. Not weeks, years. If Patricia was supposedly staying with her right now, that timeline didn't work at all. Collapsed.
Well,
No, that's all right. So your Aunt Carol...
it's supposedly taking care of
That's my grandma's sister.
Is she with it? I mean, like, is she... They haven't talked in years, so there's no way she would be, if any, involved.
We contacted my Aunt Carol and she said she hasn't talked to her sister in years.
Oh, and that's the one who's supposed to take care of her?
Yeah.
just trying to locate her.
Who told you that your aunt was taking care of her?
My mom.
And then you talked to your aunt.
On Christmas,
And your aunt said that she hasn't seen her.
So the story shifted. Now Patricia wasn't with her sister. She was out getting a B12 shot at a cancer treatment center.
Hi. Are you Carol?
Yes.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not. She's getting her B12 shot or something like that with Dr. Chikazi.
Where's that at?
I think Dr. Chikazi is up on 11 mile by which cardiovascular.
Okay. What's the doctor?
Dr.
When officers asked which doctor, which clinic, the daughter fumbled for a name. When they actually checked, they discovered that specific.
Carol, would it surprise you to know that the Weber Cancer Center has been closed for a while? And that they have no record of your mom going there?
Pardon?
The Weber Cancer Center attached to the hospital has been closed.
When did they close?
2 years ago.
Then came the texts. According to the daughter, Patricia was very much alive and reachable. Just busy, just distracted, always somewhere else at the exact moment police showed up. And almost on cue, every time officers left the property, a new message would arrive from Patricia's number within minutes.
Within minutes of officers leaving the home, something strange happens. All of a sudden, more messages from Patricia start to come in.
My dad's talking to my grandma on FaceTime real time right now. This is like a minute ago saying, yes, I'm at home waiting to go get my vitamin.
She's on her way home. She's getting her shot. She's fine. Except the grandchildren noticed something their aunt hadn't accounted for. The wording was wrong. The rhythm was wrong. As one of them put it, that isn't how grandma talks.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to make contact with her also.
why she put it on Facebook that she's at home?
I don't know. Right. She could have just left.
No.
We drove by the house before we stopped here. Okay. The white car is there, right? Right. That's grandma's car.
You might think these messages are easing the grandkids' concerns, but they're not. They're only begging more questions.
And then the timeline problem showed up again. One message claimed Patricia was heading to a noon appointment, sent out before 11 in the morning. Small detail. Massive red flag. Claim 3, collapsing in real time. Here's where the story should stop making any sense to a reasonable person, but somehow it kept going. Officers asked to search the property. A simple yes would have ended a lot of suspicion. Instead, the daughter offered to unlock a car, offered to open a garage door, anything except anybody.
Officers asked Carol if they can search the house, but her reaction isn't what you'd expect.
Are you giving us verbal consent to search the entire property, the garage, the cars, the attics, everything?
There is no attic, but I'll open up the garage door and I'll...
That's not what I asked you. Are you giving us verbal permission to search the entire grounds of this property? That's my question to you. It's a yes or no question.
No, you're going to have to get that from my mom. Legally, I don't want to be responsible for that because if she gets pissed off at me, she will throw me out. She will.
If your mother is missing and you have nothing to hide, why does searching her own house suddenly become complicated? Then, almost by accident, everything cracked open. While detectives were in the home, a phone began buzzing.
We asked you about your mom's cell phone. You said she took it with you? Then why is it right here when I'm calling it?
I don't know because she just handed that to me.
Where'd you find it?
I found it under the cushion.
In the cushion.
And the cushion's where, honey?
I think she's pulled it out of here when it was vibrating. Yeah. We called it. Yeah.
Not the daughter's phone, her mother's. Found tucked into a couch cushion in a house Patricia supposedly hadn't set foot in for weeks. Think about what that actually means. If Patricia's phone never left the house, then Patricia never left the house either, sending messages, receiving calls, checking in with worried grandchildren, from a phone that had been sitting in a couch the entire time. Someone else had been typing as her.
This is Grandma's phone. That's what we're looking for. I should have called her. She was.
This cell phone changes the entire investigation because if
Confronted with the phone in front of her, the daughter's explanations started colliding with each other.
That's what
So you're claiming that you talked to her today, Carol.
Your lies are so twisted. It's just so bad, buddy. Because if she's sick or in the hospital or dead, she's probably not texting anybody. If I find that she doesn't have her tablet with her, what I'm getting at is the lies that you're presenting now.
She claimed her mother had handed it to her. She claimed she hadn't written any of the recent messages. She claimed there was an explanation, just not one she could produce. Investigators secured a search warrant. Now they could look at everything. The garage, the vehicles, every corner of the property that had been off limits to a polite request. They spoke with the daughter's boyfriend, who had been staying at the house for over a month straight. He told them something that mattered more than he probably realized. In all that time, living under the same roof, he had never once physically seen Patricia.
Hi, Ricky.
Yeah.
Detective Garabix.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
All right.
When was the last time you saw
Patricia? Like physically saw her in person?
Physically saw her, it's probably been about a month and a half.
So I mean, it's, in the last couple of months we've had a couple holidays. You got Halloween, you got Labor Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, stuff like that. I mean, if
it was around, I'd say before Thanksgiving.
Every excuse he'd been given lined up almost exactly with what police had already heard and already disproven. Then, in the garage, officers made the discovery that ended the search.
I don't think they're going to find her here.
No.
That garage don't stink. The house don't stink. She let me walk through the house.
Oh.
I didn't, I wasn't checking under beds, obviously, for a 70-year-old lady, but... Oh, yeah?
A 70-gallon storage tub, sealed, pushed into the corner like ordinary household clutter. When they opened it, there was still moisture inside, meaning it hadn't been sitting untouched for long. Inside was Patricia. Her body had been there for weeks, hidden in plain sight, inside her own home, while her daughter answered the door for police 3 separate times and looked them in the eye. She was arrested within minutes.
Mom's body.
So we should probably go throw some cuffs on her. What's that? What's that?
Carol, go ahead and stand up for me. Turn around, put your hands behind your back, okay?
He was gonna set a cuffs. There's gonna be 2.
312 and 3